Good morning. Can you hear me, Val? Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Thank you. How are you?
Hold on, I'm fine. I just came back and I'm all, folded because of the plane. So I said, oh, today I'm going later. I'm going to stay and do my yoga.
Good. I know those plane seats are so uncomfortable.
Yes, and it was a less than an 8-hour flight, so I didn't qualify for a business trip. So
Oh,
that's the
bummer.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm ready.
Good. Me too. I am ready.
I was playing with the dog outside, so I'm a little cold, but as I warm up, I'll begin peeling off.
Yeah, it's a bit chilly here, but it'll be, well, it's chilly. It's like low 70s. So
That's
it's
not
chilly for
chilly.
us.
Okay.
Yeah. It was beautiful when I was in DC.
Yeah, but you were here for 2 days and I was
I
leaving
know.
that night, so I couldn't go.
I
you
had
know.
such good weather. We sat at Mon Ami Gabi in Bethesda outside in the sun. It was so nice. It was like
Yeah, it was
73.
it was very nice. It's very cold now. But
Yeah.
yesterday was very blustery, but it was a beautiful day. And today looks like it's going to be blustery and cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a little windy here, but I love it. It's breezy.
Okay. All right, I'm going to mute.
Okay, we'll start
Get ready.
in. Sue's supposed to join us and Anne, so we'll wait another minute or so.
Okay, I'll just get my water on my towel and get ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. We are starting. I guess they're late. Okay, all the way to the back of the mat. Let's get our feet a little bit wider than hip width so you feel really stable. Take your arms and sweep them up. And then lift up and over to the left a little bit. And then up and over to the right. Try to get your arms really long. And let's just go from side to side. It's a very slow movement. And while you transition, you're trying to lengthen through your core. We want to be hollowing out the stomach. Nice. Okay, bring the elbows down to the height of the shoulder. Let the hands come forward. While you do this, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together. You're trying to pull the shoulders apart from one another. So your elbows are trying to touch both ends of the room. Just bringing movement and flexibility to our shoulders. If we round all day like this is a good thing to do. Especially in those airplane seats. That's what happens to your posture. It's so hard to sit straight. Okay, take the elbows down and now just lift them up. Just so you're activating muscle through the upper arm. A few more here. Nice. Okay, now push the arms back up. Take your gaze this time, look up, broaden through your shoulders, and fire up the back of the body. So you want to be squeezing your glutes here. And you're going to pull those elbows back. You're going to come halfway down. Elbows are really high. And now come back up slowly and sweep the arms back up again. Pull your booty back. There's no weight in these toes, right? Elbows come nice and high behind you. Couple more. Sweep up, arms out to the side. Take a big deep breath. Slow swan dive down. Bend your knees, drop it like a squat, and then come back to a straight leg. And if you're not ready to go completely straight, that's totally fine. You just want to be loosening up and lengthening the back of the legs. So gradual is always good. Make sure your toes are in the same line. You don't have one foot forward of the other. While you do this, you're hollowing out the stomach. Okay, now hold it low and let's lift the arms up and think about sucking in the belly and engaging your core here. Now sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Come back so the arms are parallel and let's come into that low squat again. Do it again, come up. And down. Drop your booty. Okay, hands are going to come down to the floor. Walk the hands out, baby steps to the front of your mat. Meet me in your high plank. Be mindful to have little breaks in your elbows always. So we're looking off the front of the mat, so your neck is long and you're not dropping your face. Pull through down dog. You don't have to go too far. You want to be able to see the sides of your arms. Heels can drive towards the floor. And then pull forward plank. Look off the mat. So the tummy just wants to hang out right now because it's fighting gravity. You need to suck it in. Pull back slowly, down dog again. This time you might want to elevate onto the toes, nice and high. Bring it forward plank, last time. Okay, let's lower to the knees. Keep your toes tucked under. Walk the hips back and walk your hands forward. So the spine is long. This is a lengthening stretch of your back, your lats. So here you want to think about gradually relaxing the armpits a little closer to the floor as you breathe. 3 more nice breaths. Now we're going to come forward. Keep your hands where they are. Just come forward. Retract the shoulders nice and slow. Bring your hips forward. Take your gaze, look up. Hello. Okay, suck in the belly. Slowly bring those hips back. They're just hanging out on top of the heels. Maybe the armpits get a little closer to the floor. Maybe they don't. It's not about force. It's just about feeling good. Come forward with the hips again. Stay broad through the shoulders. And take it back. Okay, we're going to do a little QL stretch here. So your hips are nice and square right over those heels. They're not sitting on your feet. Your arms are long and your forearms are off the floor. We're going to slowly walk our hands to the right. You should feel a nice little tug on the left side of your body. Once you've walked them as far as they can comfortably go without having your hips reposition themselves, try to inch them out, even 1/2 of an inch. Now just breathe 3 times. Try to pull in the rib cage, pull in the stomach. Okay, walk the hands back over to the other side. Now you're going to release on the right side, should feel good. Inch them out once you've taken them sideways. Okay, bring them back. So let's get them shoulder width apart. Inch them a little more forward if you can, and just hang out here for 3 more breaths, just to finish off this stretch. Okay, come up onto all fours. You're going to round your back, relax your head, look at your knees. Chest comes forward, look off the front of your mat. So now you have a little arch in your lower back. Pull the stomach up and into the spine, round your back. Go into as much spinal flexion here as you can. So you're thinking about opening between those shoulder blades. We get a lot of stress hanging out there. So let's get some good blood flow. Chest comes forward, look up. One more time, round your back as best you can, hollow out the stomach. Okay, back to our shoulders. So your spine is neutral. You take your left hand, just touch the back of the ear with it, and then lift the shoulder up to the ceiling. It's not a big move. Now take this elbow, bring it all the way across to your right elbow and sweep it back up. So you're really beginning the movement by lifting the shoulder. The elbow just goes along automatically. Again. Your hips are not moving, your body is nice and square. Okay, let's do the same thing, other side. Up with that shoulder. Cross down, touch your elbow, sweep it back up. And down. Try to find your breath here. We have a tendency to hold our breath if the work gets hard. You want to breathe. Here's your last one. Okay, back to all fours. Left arm is going to extend forward. Palm faces the midline of the body. Right leg goes back. Please don't shift your weight to that left side. I want you to stay nice and square. Little break in that right elbow. Back leg is really straight. Push that foot to try to touch the back of your room. Now you're going to bring your knee and elbow to meet in the middle as you round your back. And then extend out long again. Bring it in to meet in the middle. And extend. And last one. Extend. Get your back leg straight again. Get your weight out of that left hip. And relax. Let's switch sides. Right arm forward, left leg back. Point your toes and try to reach to the back. Now get out of that right hip. Knee and elbow meet in the middle, round your back. So you're trying to lift your knee up, right? That's really what's activating the oblique muscle, your core. If you want a 6-pack, lift that knee, extend. 2 more. Really slow and methodical here. Think about bringing more muscle to the party. Okay, hold it out. Make it great. Don't drop your face. Look off the front of your mat. And relax. Flatten out the feet. So you're on the tops of your feet. Open up your knees. Sit all the way back to a child's pose. We're going to stretch out our lower back a little bit here. Our inner thighs. So I want you to breathe into your lower back. So that means big breath, make your focus, try to stretch and open up that space back there. You can just relax your forearms to the floor. Okay, come on back up, bring your knees back together. You're gonna meet me in your high plank position. We're gonna do a little flow here. So from high plank, we do a nice little hover, nice and slow on the way down. Sweep forward onto the tops of your feet. You're gonna tuck the toes under, meet me in your down dog. Bring it forward, little hover. Up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. And again, forward, hover, sweep, and back to your down dog. This time we lift that left leg up. I want you to bend the leg and lift the knee. So you got your butt working now. Just hold it. So I'd like you to evenly weight both arms. So your shoulders are square. Lift your knee higher. Lift it higher. Come on, you got this. One more, up and switch sides. Right leg up, bend it, lift from your knee, square the shoulders. Make sure you can see the sides of your arms and your peripheral vision. Try to lift that knee up as you pull in the ribs and activate the tummy. Little higher. Little higher. And relax that foot, maybe back in your plank. So I want you to look at your feet. Open them up so they're at least 6 to 8 inches between them. You're just going to roll the heels to the right. Come back up on the toes and roll to the left. This is a core exercise for your obliques. They're doing the work to lift you back up. Lower slow. Butt up. Other side. Keep going. So hips come down and then they come back up as you rotate your feet onto the sides. Okay, you're back in your plank. From here, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to lower to the forearms. We're going to do the same thing. Hips up and then come down on the right. You're going to stay with your toes tucked under here. They're not going to go onto the sides of your feet. Lift up, down on the left. Try to keep your feet from moving. Up and lower. Up and lower. Come on up. This time we're going to hold the lower for 3 counts. Come back up. So your hips are higher than your back when you come up. Go down to the other side, hold 3 counts. Don't move your feet. Keep them straight. Okay, back up. Get your butt up. And then lower right. Come back up. Lower left. Suck in the belly while you do this. Don't drop your face. Come back neutral. Knees down. Walk your forearms all the way back to your knees. Chill out in child's pose. Three big breaths. Come on back up. We're going to walk our hands to the front of your mat. We're going to do a pigeon stretch. You're going to take your right foot from your plank, bring it behind your left hand. Slowly wiggle that left leg back as you lower your hips. Come on down to pigeon. Oh, this is going to feel good. So we don't want to be sitting on that right glute. You want to be thinking about pushing that left hip flexor towards the floor. Three more big breaths for me, and then we'll switch sides. Just try to relax the torso also, so you're not fighting anything. You just want to give in. Use your breath to do that. Okay, back up onto the hands, tuck those toes under on the back. You're going to be back in your plank, and then switch feet. Come on down. Whenever you're ready, start your big breaths. You can continue to try to slide that right leg a little further back. Two more breaths. Okay, back up to the hands. Back into your plank. And meet me in your down dog. Start pedaling your feet to stretch out the calf muscles. Let's hold that left side down. Really push the heel to the floor. Pull in your ribs. Switch feet. Okay, pedal the feet again. Just slowly side to side. Okay, bring it forward to your plank. Let's do a nice little slow hover. Right to up dog. Nice, hips up and back down dog. Walk your feet to the middle of your mat. Meet me in your forward fold. You're going to cross the arms and feel a nice unweighting of the upper body. Hopefully you feel loose enough that you can get your torso very close to your thighs. Okay, release the hands to above your knee. You're going to assist your upper body to come up to a standing position. Nice job. Step your left foot forward and your right leg back with the right foot on the floor, the heel, I mean. Take a peek at your feet. Let's get them both in the same line so they're pointing forward. And if you feel wobbly, you need to open them up a little further apart. Okay, you're going to sweep the arms up, nice and long, and try to lengthen through this front hip flexor. Take your gaze, follow your hands. So it's all about lifting and lengthening here. So you should be able to release the hip flexor even though that back heel is down. Okay, arms are by your side. Keep your hips square. Come on down with your torso. Don't forget to pull in your stomach. Come halfway down and then begin to move the arms forward with your palms facing each other. The hands are shoulder width apart. Now scoot back up again with the arms. Get good length here through the torso. Come on back. Halfway down. Pull the arms forward. So you want to reach them as long and straight as you can here. This is all upper body doing the work. Okay, now relax the hands either to your shin or to the mat if you can reach it. Keep the hips nice and square. Big release for the back of the leg here, close to the buttocks. Right where you sit is getting a nice length happening. So both legs are straight if you can. And both heels are down. Bend your front leg. Take your hands, hold on to your ankle, your left ankle. Come off your back foot. Lift your back leg parallel to the floor. Single leg balance pose. Fingertips to the floor in front of that foot. Lift that right hip up to the ceiling. Half moon, facing the right side of your room. Right hand to your waist. Whoops, don't do that. Hold it, breathe. You can lift that right arm up if you can. So to help you in these balance poses, it's all about engaging muscle. So reach that top leg nice and long and straight. Engage the muscle. You'll be stable. Okay, take the right hand down now. Close the hip. So hips are now square. Just hold here. I want you to drift your weight into your toes and then drift your body back so the weight is all in the heel. Do that a few more times. Okay, drop that right foot down, heel to the floor, walk your hands back. You're going to do a nice slow reverse swan dive. Arms out to the side, come up. Oh, yes. Hands to heart, step your back foot in, switch legs. Both heels down, reach the arms up. Let's just begin by feeling a nice pull right here, a nice release. Okay, arms by your side. Come on down with your torso. Just halfway down. Come back up, sweep the arms to the ceiling. Try to grow like an inch taller. Come on back down. Make sure the tummy stays in. Bring the arms forward. Palms are going to face each other. Shoulder width, nice and straight. Come on back up. Back down. Pull the arms forward. I'm going to hang out here for 3 or 4 breaths if you can. Both legs are straight and both heels are down. Should feel a little challenging, but just breathe. Okay, come on back up. Sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Back by your side. Back forward, last time. Okay, hands are going to either come to your shin or to the floor. Hips are nice and square. Big stretch. Should feel fabulous. Okay, single leg pose. Bend your right leg, grab onto that ankle, lift your left leg up till you're parallel to the floor. Just hold here and breathe. Okay, fingertips out in front. Open that left hip to the ceiling. Sweep your left arm to the side as your chest opens to face the left side of your room. Back leg is all engaged, stiff, long. Hand comes back down, square the hips. Hold the balance challenge here. Drift the weight forward, drift it back. Do that a few more times. Meet in a place that's somewhere between the pad and heel of the foot. Let's put that left foot back on the floor. Walk your hands back up or sweep them out to the side and reach them long. Hands to heart, step your back foot in. Nice. Big deep breath. Nice slow swan dive down. Inhale, extend, look up, flat back. Exhale, release down, palms down, step back plank. Little hover, right to your up dog. Hips up and back down dog. Pedal your feet. Both heels down. Lift high on your toes. Both heels down. Lift high on the toes. Both heels down. Nice job. Put your knees down. Have a seat. Facing forward with your legs extended all the way out. Cheers, ladies. That's good. Okay, little core work, little Pilates, as I like to call it. Reach the arms out, nice and long. Lift them up a little bit. They don't have to be way up here, but let's get them a little higher than shoulders. Flex your feet. Right now you're sitting up tall, but now you're going to C-curve the spine. So you're rounding it. You're sucking in the belly. Just come down about halfway and just hold it. Just before you really start to feel the erectus spinae muscles on the floor, just hold that point and hollow out the stomach. Now, slowly come back up and meet me in your starting point. Nice. So now the spine is long. No rounding of the lower back. So you feel a really good connection of your sit bones to the floor. Now you're going to drop it down, suck in, come on down, keep sucking in. So much fun. Come back up. While you lift up is when you really want to do your best to keep the stomach from bulging out. One more time. We're going to hold here for a little bit and then we're going to take it all the way down. If you want it harder, you lift your arms up higher. Okay, now go down slowly, one vertebrae at a time, till your head's on the floor. Bring your knees into the body. Let's make a little circle to massage our lower back. Change directions. Okay, we're going to do some dead bugs. So I'm going to have you flex your feet and keep your knees over your hips. Bring your arms up so your palms face each other. Now we're going to extend the left leg forward and the right arm back. So left leg forward, right arm back. Now, if you want this to be harder, you push that right knee a little further out. Come back to your starting point. We're going to stay on the same side. So left knee, left leg extends down, right arm back. Move that right knee forward a little and then come back. And let's just do this 5 more times. Now that lower back does not need to be pushing into the floor. You can let that natural curve happen. If you feel this is easy, you need to move that right knee further forward, keeping that bend in the leg. Okay, pull the knees into the body. Little stretch here. Maybe gentle rock or circle. Massaging the lower back. Now let's get back to that starting point. We're going to switch sides. So I'm going to have you take your right leg down and your left arm back. And then come back And let's just keep going. And again, if this is easy, you know to move your left knee further forward. You're keeping your arm really long. Spread those fingers wide. Take the arm back as far as you can, maybe till your thumb hits the floor. Same with your leg. Extend it out nice and straight. Just keep it like an inch or two above the floor. Okay, now let's just go side to side. So switch it up. And just keep alternating sides. You're going nice and slow though. You don't want to be speedy fast here. Slow is always good. Feel all the core muscles working here, making us stronger. 2 more, and then we're going to meet in a bridge. Okay, feet to the floor, hip width apart. Arms are down by your side to start. Bridge it up. Fire up the glutes and the hammies. We're going to start now by pulling the knees and feet together. So your feet are touching, your knees are touching. We're getting some party going on with our inner thighs here. Bring the arms up off the floor, so you really need to engage muscle to balance. Just hold and squeeze. Now, while you have that squeeze going on, you're going to slowly start your descent of the hips in slow motion. Squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your inner thighs. As soon as you feel your butt on the floor, start to come back up. Just as slow as you went down. You're going to repeat that 9 more times. Don't worry, I'll count for you. It's your job to make these great. The more you can squeeze, the more intensity, the quicker we get stronger. Now, if you want to amp it up a little bit, you can always drop your arms back a little bit. Remember here, it's not about hyperextending your back. So it's not about pushing those hips to the sky. It's just about creating muscle activation. Okay, hold it up. Now just give me a little pulse up and down with your hips. You can barely see it. It's ever so tiny. Now just hold and squeeze. Okay, you're gonna open your feet so they're hip width apart, open the knees. You're gonna lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Leg is straight, heel pushes to the ceiling. Now slowly, as slow as you were moving before, start your descent of the hips. You're not releasing, you're just tapping and coming right back up. So you tap and you come back up. Really pressing up through the heel of the foot on the floor. Okay, hold it at the top. Give me that little pulse. Squeeze, squeeze. Try not to let that left knee open, right? You want to keep it in line with your hip, using your inner thigh to get there. Okay, take the right leg, start to lower it till it's right at the height of the left one, and just hold it there and breathe. So now you're bringing more work to the hamstring. Just hold. 3 more breaths. I hope you feel a tremble, a little burning. Keep your tummy tight. Okay, put that foot down. Left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Right over the hip with the heel. Slowly start your descent. Come back up and squeeze. Lower. And lift. Really squeeze it as best you can. Be mindful to use your inner thigh. So isometrically, you're moving that right knee towards the midline of the body. Give me some pulses at the top. Hold it up. Start to lower the left leg to the height of the right. Just breathe. Arms are going to come down by the floor. Palms face the earth. Slowly lower the hips. Pull your knees into the body. Nice job. Little happy baby to stretch out the inner thighs. Take the outsides of the feet. Bring them pointing up to the ceiling and then push them down towards the earth. Keep your lower back on the floor. Gentle rock side to side. Okay, we're going to stretch out the top of our hips. So I'm going to have you take your legs back to the floor, keep them bent. Cross your right knee over the left. Now start to wiggle to a slightly straighter leg, but not straight. And then let the knees go down to the right side of your body. Not all the way. Take this left arm up, open it to a 45-degree angle from your body. So you're using the right leg to push the left one towards the earth. Feeling this over the waistband, the hip, down that leg. Across the chest. Try to really, really reach that arm long, creating length. It's such a good stretch if you have rounded shoulders. Okay, bring the arm back up. I like to uncross my legs and bring one up at a time because that feels better for my back. Bring both knees in. Let's do that nice little gentle circle again. And now we're going to take the feet to the floor. Left knee crosses over the right. Come to a slightly less bend in the leg and then take them over to the left. And then let's get our right arm going on here. 45 degrees out from the body. Just breathe. Okay, bring the arm back. Uncross the legs. Bring them back up into the chest. You're going to tuck into a tiny ball. So pull the knees in towards your face. Lift your face up to your knees. Nice. Now extend back down, relax. Pull back in again. Come back, relax. Take your legs all the way up. Get them nice and straight. Arms are going to fall on the floor behind you. So the back of the hands are just on the floor. You can open the hands much wider than shoulder width, if that feels better for your shoulders. And then you're going to take your right leg, get it nice and straight, and just lower it towards the floor and come back up. While you do this, I want you to hollow out the stomach. Just keep alternating sides. And again, that lower back can kind of hang out where it wants to, as long as you're pulling in the stomach. Okay, bring the arms up, pull those knees back into the chest. Make a nice little circle once again. Change directions. Okay, put your feet on the floor, hip width apart. Take your hands behind your head. Now, before you lift your head up, I want you to make like a double chin, like you're making a double chin. So you're tucking the chin down, kind of opening up behind the neck, creating some length. Hard for me to talk when I do it. And then release it. Tuck in, double chin. And release. Let the elbows relax towards the floor. So you're benefiting from a nice little chest stretch. One more time. Now you're going to hollow out the stomach, lift the shoulders up off the floor. Keep the stomach pushing in towards the spine. Keep your elbows back. And slowly, as you suck in the belly, lower down. You should really feel, and while you lower down, don't release the belly. Keep sucking in. Lift back up. And lower down slowly. Keep that activation of your six-pack muscle the entire time. Do 3 more of these really slow. You should feel some burning if you're really connecting to it. Hold it up. Drop your elbows back. Chin is tucked. Nice. Hold. Arms by your side. Palms face the earth. Get up a little higher now because you've got your arms helping you. Keep pulling in. Make your legs a little bit straighter, and then you're going to slowly round and come back up. Okay, we're going to come all the way forward. So I'm going to have you take your heels to the corners of your mat, walk your hands forward. Nice little stretch here for the back of the legs and the upper body. Don't force anything, just go where it feels good. Okay, take your hands, walk them to the outside of the right foot. You're still folding over. Walk the hands back. Take them over the other side. Outside of the left foot, reach them out. Keep rounding forward with your upper body. Okay, come back up. This time you're going to take your feet really wide. Flex them. Spine is long when you start walking out with your hands. And then once you've gone as far as you can, go into spinal flexion and relax down. Feel this nice inner thigh stretch. Should feel fabulous. Breathe a couple more times. Okay, walk it back. Bring your feet together. Come up onto the feet. We are so out of time. Hands above your knees, back to standing. I thank you guys so much for your power and strength. Namaste. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you feel great.
Thank you. Feel much better.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
Bye.
I did lots of
class.
stretching for you, Val.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you so much. I'm going to jump in the shower and drive to
Okay.
Georgetown. Bye.
Have a
Bye,
great day.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hi, girlies.
Sue
Hi.
is back.
I was gonna do like 20 minutes of the class. It's like, oh, but I kept going.
Good for
Oh,
you.
whee!
So what's been going on? Is this COVID or just a cold?
No, it's a cold, but it was like, it's a 2-weeker. Like
Oh,
right
my
down in
God.
the chest. Yeah, down in the chest with headache and stuff. It's a good thing I didn't go on the weekend. If Judy had said, okay, let's go, I would have gotten on the plane, but I'd be feeling really shitty now. So I just really stayed in all weekend. But Judy's condition is like, I've never had vertigo, but she has
Oh,
vertigo.
I have.
I have.
You've had it?
Yeah.
I had
And-
it. I'll tell you my vertigo story. So I went to the dentist and had my mouth opened really wide, and I was reclined, and he was doing a filling or whatever he was doing.
Ah,
And then I got home, and I guess the crystals got dislodged from being with your mouth opened wide. So the moral to the story is you never open your mouth as wide as possible because you're trying to make nice, for your dentist.
But Kirsten, it's also about the position, because when I go to the dentist now, I tell him I never go from an upside down straight back up. He does it in increments.
Stages.
Yes,
Yeah.
because that does it. And I've had it for 3 weeks at a time, where
Oh
I
my
have to
God.
I have to be really careful about looking up or looking down, because I'll just fall over.
So when I had it, because I teach, right? So I can't be out of commission. So I'm like, Sean, do the Google, find out how you get rid of vertigo. So he's Googling, and he's like, okay, I think I know how to do it. So, he put me on the bed with my head dangling off the side, put my head in the right position, and then boom, flips you up really fast. And then puts you back down, and then does it again and does it again. And then that's how he got it to dislodge or go back to where it was supposed to be. And it worked. And all he did
Sue,
was
has she
Google
been-
it.
Sue,
And
has
then
she
I was
been-
back to teaching like the next day.
Wow. Sue, has she been sick?
With vertigo?
Like throwing up?
Judy.
No, but she says she feels nauseous.
Because you can get some medication from your doctor that prevents that,
Okay.
the nauseousness.
She's going to an acupuncturist next
Okay.
Monday, I think. I don't know. I think she's tried everything, but
That's been going on for a long time. Because
For
didn't she miss Victoria because of that? After the Olympics? Wasn't she supposed to go to Linda's
have been.
cottage and didn't go because she had
Yeah.
vertigo?
it might have been vertigo. Yeah. Yeah. She hasn't felt 100% right. Anyway. C'est pas
Did she
bon.
ever get COVID?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't
Wow.
think so. All right, girlies. Well, I'm happy I did that class. I got a motor. I got a full freaking day of work right here, right now, right there.
Wow.
Well,
Annie, are
Kirsten,
you-
when you get a chance, please send me the link, because I missed the beginning.
Of today? Okay, I will. Yep.
That was a good class. Thanks, girlies. See you Thursday.
Okay, love you ladies. Mwah.
Love you too.
Thanks for
Bye.
being with me.
Of course.